Hey guys, and welcome back for another HFC Patreon TV com. This month, Phantom of the Night, POTK, went for the $55, dollar tier, and so he wants two 11-minute episodes, and he's chosen Lastman, which is, if you'll allow me to scroll to its Wikipedia, or if you prefer, its Kickstarter page, a 26-episode series full of fighting, gangsters, and paranormal activity. It's based on the French comic book Lastman. Tanner is here with me, and we're still recovering from my jaunt against Bear Doctor in Puyo Puyo Tetris. Jesus.
You let your hands have a rest.
Now it's just my voice. My beautiful succulent tones that shall do the work. Alright guys, you know how these TV comms work. Check the video description if you don't. And just a quick heads up, we're going to put both of these episodes in the same video. So basically start episode 1 now and then click stop and get ready to sync up when I count down the first time. And then as soon as we hit credits in the first episode, close episode 1 down, bring up episode 2, and get ready for the second countdown. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here and do episode 1 first. In 3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go. So this is subbed in French, or subbed in English, because it is originally French.
There you go. You got it right eventually, man.
That's okay, I'm just mixing up all these languages.
This makes me want a Metropolis, or is it... No, Transmetropolitan, is that what it's called? That comic book with Spider Jerusalem? I've honestly forgotten the name. Puyo has fried my brain.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, so yes.
I'm a big fan of mythology, so I'm digging this so far.
I'm a big fan of giant lizards who breathed life into the world. We need more of those.
I can see why this would be... Well, it would have to be Kickstarter, because seems very esoteric and niche, as it were. It almost looks like a motion comic.
A little bit, yeah. Well, the interesting thing is, if you see in for us in the top corner, it says In Edit 4, which is the Channel 4 in France, because this actually aired on Channel 4 in France, which is, I feel, a pretty big deal if you're in the single-digit numbers for TV channels.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love the name Iguana Queen.
Oh god. This might be a little bit less vague than the Kingdom Hearts trailer I watched earlier, but I'm still a little bit lost. But Siri, you need to get to class. You can't be lollygagging thinking about Iguana Queens all day.
How else are you going to become the voice in all of our cell phones?
Yeah, very true. Nice, Tanner. Very nice. The Last Man. The sequel to The First Man. You're a moron, Richard.
Why you gotta be mean to Richard?
He's a bit of a dick. It's fine.
I was gonna go for that joke! Oh, look at this fancy nightclub.
Have I fallen into a David Cage game?
Just wait till we see Ellen Page. She'll show up. Here she comes!
To be fair, Maria wasn't exactly putting her all into that.
Wow, that is some animation! This is an interesting style. I don't even know what I'd call it, because I know we refer to it as an anime, but it's obviously not. It's French. But France is kind of like the non-Japan Japan?
Yeah.
Like, they do stuff that is basically anime? Yo, that was like a quarter circle forward light punch. That was a dash punch.
You thought I would be the first man in here, but I was in fact the last man.
Those are some thick eyebrows.
You know, the thicker the eyebrow, the higher the power level.
That's true. Gotta get them gains in.
Why am I thinking of Archer for some reason?
Yeah, it's the flat, kind of unshaded characters for sure, because they don't seem to have depth to them, and they have a very flat style for sure. Like, I'm not talking in terms of characterization, I'm talking about the art.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure these characters are quite deep. I mean, it is a comic series, so.
Alright, let me see if I can find any information about the characters here, because I only have the quick starter page open. Oh, there is an IMDb page. Here, let's
Oh,
have a
that'd
look.
be nice.
Richard Aldana is a deadbeat boxer with little better to do with his time besides the occasional job here and there. He gets by with the help of his mentor Dave and others, but, see full summary, without any particular direction of his own. This all changes when his life is inverted and sent down the rabbit hole by events related to people and things he didn't know existed. That definitely sounds like a Kickstarter description for an anime, I'm gonna be honest.
So, I'm heard about this first from when I watched the best friends play the fighting game of this series, which is Last Fight. Which is kind of like a Power Stone style 3D brawler where instead of Power Stones, you find drugs, and then you get all beefy. But it's pretty much otherwise Power Stone, so I recognize that gym there as what was one of the stages, and I guess we're in Back to the Future now. You know, if Beautiful Joe has taught me anything, just punch the bullets back.
Yeah?
I mean, you could have done that. It would have worked out just fine, but...
What, is Carpenter Brute doing the soundtrack?
Who?
Hotline Miami, I think. They also did Fury.
Oh, maybe.
That's F-U-R-I, by the way.
Yeah, not to be confused with F-U-R-R-I. That is a very different thing.
Oh, Jesus. Didn't even need to fuse to beat these guys. Yeah, things are looking up already.
You know, I would never trust anyone wearing masks like that. I don't think it's good for PR.
You faced the goons, but now it is time for the mini-boss.
This is a little short guy. I don't know what he can do. Okay, Frieza Blast, sure.
Oh my god!
Is he gonna go Super Saiyan? You killed my not Krillin!
That's dope, I'm sorry, I'm already really into this.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know, this doesn't seem very anime. Things changed very quickly to become very anime.
Oh, it was the last thing I expected, man.
Oh. Okay, let's get one thing straight here.
Oh, that's cool splash screen.
I love title cards and splash screens. They're like such a unneeded thing for shows that are streamed, but I always want them in. Oh, he's a big boy.
He is.
And of course there's someone named Jean-Luc in this, of course.
That's a common French name.
I know, it's a very common French name.
I thought that said Robert Lasagna back there, I'm sorry.
It's Garfield's favorite person. Okay, that's really cool. Look at he is kind of acting like a tool, though, wearing sunglasses inside.
Yeah, well, you know, he's the last man. He doesn't need to conform to your rules. Hey, I'm sorry I only gave you minor bruising. Now I'm gonna finish the job.
I wouldn't give any sort of attitude to someone with a gun, you know, pointing at you. And then 2 golden ones, which, according to GoldenEye, kill in 1 hit.
This is like Code Lyoko meets JoJo, and I'm honestly kind of liking it so far.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, Code Lyoko is kind of like one of, I almost said China, France's, you know, most popular exports, so...
God, this hasn't stopped since minute 1. It's really frantic for a first episode.
I would much rather have that for the first episode than a slow first episode, though. This is, I feel, how to get me engaged in it.
I'll agree, but with a slight caveat, since I am pretentious. It depends on the series, honestly.
Keep using all this naughty language.
Nerd? What does that mean?
Oh man, I'm literally going to be teaching a French class on Monday, and like this is actually getting me back into it. So that's good. This is good prep.
Sorry, Sarah. You phoned the wrong number. You reached the protagonist. Hello. Dave here. Just a bum chilling in the alley.
Oh, is this going to be the thing where he takes the kid under the wing?
Oh yeah, and she learns to fight as well? Fuck yes.
This is just Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and that is 100% fine in my book. My name is Siri. Oh, sorry, I have an Android.
Yep. Maybe you should have been watching where you were going, Richard.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to not see two pit bulls, and by that I mean the singer, not the dog.
Oh, every time the splash screen comes on, I keep expecting to hear dun 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 dun. That's Dragon Ball Super.
The one that I always think of is Gurren Lagann, but that's just because that's the gold standard for it, because it just goes a little riff and then row, row, fight the power, and it's like, oh, that's so good.
The One Punch Man ones are pretty good as well.
They were enjoying a nice dinner, come on.
At least he had the politeness to say sorry, you know? I had trouble getting my words out there.
Oh, look at these donut-loving cops.
Even in the France.
Oh my god, did he just get arrested as a form of defense?
Yeah, basically.
That's next level tech.
Yeah, actually, you know, right now, we probably could be watching JoJo Part 5 adaptation, or even Part 9, because nobody knows what the fuck's going on there, yo.
I've tried reading and I don't even know. Watch this be like Steel Ball Run, where it's secretly a JoJo part and we won't know. That's why Araki's been in France all this time.
Tell me, or I'll blow up your head.
She's on the phone, dude!
Oh my god.
Unlimited power! Oh, they did the cool fade to white. Oh, I love that. That's like my favorite effect when like a cool blast goes off and all the color and all you see is like the black and the white.
Alright, what now? Oh boy, this is, Richard, unless you've got, like, Hamon, or the One Punch, I don't think this is going to go as well as you anticipate. They cleaned up, surprisingly. I would have just left the blood there.
It's alright, it's just a church. They won't do anything unless they're worshipping a secret god or something.
Oh, there we go. They just brushed the blood and the body off to one side.
Oh, 3D phone!
This is just like Goku finding Krillin after he was killed by one of Piccolo's henchmen.
I actually really like, now that we're a bit in, the art style without the shading looks real good on it.
It does, it pops. Oh, look at that.
They're where Ganondorf got sent at the end of Ocarina of Time.
Curse you, Lastman! Dave, no! Au revoir! That's not what that says, but whatever. To be continued. Right, let's check out the credits.
Ooh, I like this. What's that called? The dot technique.
Mm-hmm.
The comic, that one. The one that, yes, I'm an artist.
This is ticking every one of my boxes, and I'm not just saying that because he went for the highest Patreon rank or anything. I generally enjoyed it, and we've got one more episode. This doesn't even work for me. This is fun.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this. This is like, cause I remember hearing about it on podcasts and stuff, but it was never something that I wanted to necessarily go out and engage with. But now I'm like, no, this is pretty cool. Is this real life shots? I'm looking and I'm like, is this just filtered actual shots? It looks like it was.
It might be. So that's the episode over now. So if you guys want to boot up episode 2, we shall get right on into that. Tell me when you're ready, Tanner.
I am just about... Yes.
Alright, so stop the video. So it's on light 0 and whatnot.
Yep.
Alright, and here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Everyone on deck.
Yes, indeed. Previously, Richard's mentor got knocked the fuck out by someone who honestly looked a bit androgynous, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking that. Like, at far away, I'm like, oh, it's, you know, a little Japanese cop man. But now it's like, no, wait, no. Because when it got zoomed up, I was like, I don't even know. It is just Frieza.
Yeah?
God, everyone who grew up with the Canadian Dragon Ball dub all thought Frieza was a chick, cause man, that voice was very feminine.
These balls, I want to caress them. Okay, so Siri is Dave's door, and I'm imagining Richard will take her under his wing.
Also his mustache. He will adopt the mustache.
Oh my god, imagine if he rips it off the corpse and puts it on in, like, the final battle.
Just walks up to Siri. I'm Dave now. Look at this punk dude. Oh, I remember seeing stuff of this girl, yeah. Because, of course, you know, in the game, you gotta have the girl fighters, and I think she was the, the big girl fighter. The main female protagonist.
Okay. Well, okay. That escalated quickly.
This is just Grand Theft Auto. Wait, did he not even realize there's someone else in the car?
Of course he didn't. He hasn't got time to realise.
Just because he's the last man doesn't mean he's gonna be the first man on the scene. Last man!
There you go. Da-da-da-da.
Such a vaporwave logo.
You're saying that because I got a grenade.
10 minutes plus toi.
We were there 10 minutes ago. You actually don't need to show us this again.
No, but this might be another perspective, unless it's, oh yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more.
God, I'm trying to, like, think of what this art style reminds me of, like, shows I've watched. I know it's something recent.
Well, I'm getting a bit of Voltron from it.
Yeah, that's it.
Mostly in just how this guy, kind of looks like a fusion between Hunk and, like, Shiro.
Yeah.
Don't bite your nails, it's bad for them.
Look, her father's dead, okay? She can bite off the whole thumb if she wants.
I mean, to be fair, where she is, that's like a pretty safe place to be. Oh wait, no, I lied. School isn't secure at all.
Oh, it's an orphanage, mate, I think.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure we're not watching Mob Psycho?
Yeah, it's like, this is, yeah, well, there's the nosebleed.
Mob Psycho meets JoJo, a little bit of Code Lyoko in there just because of, like, the franime sort of thing. That's French anime, by the way. Ah, another car to steal.
That guy looks like a tool.
To be fair, he caught up pretty quick. What, did he, like, take a motorbike or something?
He was actually top in his class for sprinters, so.
Ah, I see. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
It's just Mountain Dew in there. I want it to go like top down, looking like Hotline Miami now, and just do a Doom movie thing where it just becomes the video game.
Yep. Oh no, that's not her.
Oh well, at least they're kind enough to not kill who doesn't need to be killed.
I guess.
So they have some moral fiber, maybe.
The girl's like, not this shit again.
His name is Bernard. How metal can you be with a name Bernard?
Oh, my name's Bernie, man.
Well, he took getting pistol whipped pretty in stride.
Oh, here we go. Music's kicking in. Action scene inside her car.
Yeah, this seems like a very poor idea for everyone involved. Oh, the lighting effects on the 2D looks great.
You gonna blow up your girl as well? That's not really a smart idea.
He seems to have a few tools left of a tool shed, it's...
Yeah.
To be fair, maybe being punched by people who don't like him might not help with that.
You fucked up, Siri. You fucked up. Maybe that's why you were turned into a voice, so you couldn't make these physical mistakes. It's okay. They're the dumbest two henchmen in the group.
Wait, is he digging a hole?
Yeah, he's digging his own grave.
Okay, I thought it was like part of his plan, like, you know, when Jotaro appears randomly in the sewer?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like, joke's on you, this hole is for you, which might actually end up being what it is.
I love casual dialogue in the middle of a fight.
Oh, there's the quote. Oh, are they gonna do the thing where the quote of there'll always be the one quote in each episode?
Seems it.
That's a neat idea. Good comeback, I guess.
No, you're the asshole.
No, you!
Bye, I guess? Whoa.
Whoa,
Yep,
hey!
that's the end of him. Bye, Bernard.
Oh, boyfriend blood on you. That's the second worst type of blood to have on you.
I thought she was taking a picture for a second, though.
It takes a picture. Is her name Tomi Katana?
Seems it.
She has a Steven Universe lip. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, shit, Kate Micucci could probably voice her in, like, an English dub. I'm not even sure if there is an English dub. We're just watching it in French, because we're cool like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it is just in French, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
You know, for something like this. It does make it a bit more interesting, because how often do you watch stuff dubbed in French? I mean, unless you live in Canada, in which every second channel you do.
Yeah, for sure. We got plenty of Canadian programming, like the Raccoons, by the way, back in my day.
Really? Oh.
Don't forget Moomins. Although I'm not sure that's Canadian. I think that's like Swiss or something.
I don't think that's Canadian at all. So unlike like anime, they really animate the motion a lot better. It feels like, you know, that's the big difference between like anime and Western is when stuff's in motion, it's a lot more fluid. It feels like in Western styles, but it does definitely, you can see why people would just call this like a French anime, even though that is not a correct term at all, but...
Richard's not really shocked by all the blood and gore and whatnot. He must have seen some shit in his day.
Or maybe a few too many hits to the head in boxing, kinda.
Possibly.
You know? It's dulled all of his senses.
Yeah, I did that. Huh?
Especially that character looks a lot like Mob Psycho 100.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're getting into the paranormal stuff now.
Say your name. It's the Grandmaster Tetris player. Starts dropping blocks.
Poyo Master has logged in.
Oh, is she gonna be the Iguana Queen? I hope she just reveals herself to be a lizard man.
Huh.
That's a twist I will accept in any show.
This really is heavy, Ryan. Jesus.
You know, he had to have lined up that car pretty perfectly for that. That was a very high kick to kick him in the back of the head standing up.
Oh, Richard ain't no slouch when it comes to the kicks, man.
Which is weird, because he's a boxer.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, okay, they're doing some kind of mind meld.
Say, man.
I'm putting that on Twitter.
I like that a lot. That's a very realistic way to treat this scenario.
Okay, so we're not seeing the Iguana Queen just yet.
No, the Joestar estate is burning.
Oh my god, it is. Roundabout intensifiers.
Yeah, so I guess, like, if you put these together to, like, basically make the first episode, this was a lot.
It was, yeah. Tons of action. Comedy actually wasn't bad. Music is great. And the animation is actually... It got more fluid as time went on, so they're really using the budget responsibly from the Kickstarter.
I think the first episode or something, I think I heard, had, like, at least a pre-release version out, so you could have watched that, then the rest of them you kind of paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the best way to do a Kickstarter for a show.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, this is what you're paying for, not just, you know, this is what it'll be like.
Oh, she hasn't got any parents left. Don't worry, I will train you in the art of being a boxer but still having righteous kicking motions.
It's like you get to the end of the series, she's all trained up, and it just says, Last Woman.
Oh, amazing. That'd be a great sequel series.
I actually have always wanted, like, after Punch-Out, to have, like, a female boxing league Punch-Out to continue. I feel like that's the cool way to go, you know?
Wow, I'm very impressed with what we've seen of Lastman here. Thank you, POTK, for pledging and allowing us to check this out. I might continue this in my off time if you ever get a spare moment, Tanner, in between watching me go slowly and slaying at Puyo Puyo Tetris. But yeah, if you guys want your own TV comms, when you pledge to the $55 tier, you can get a quick look of your choice, game and console permitting, of course, and you can also have either 2 11-minute episode commentaries or one episode that's 22 minutes. I believe if you just want either of the TV com choices, the $40 tier is available as well, but have a look on the site and it'll explain it all better than me rambling here. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next time for another HellfireComms Patreon TV com. Bye bye.